My name is Kemabonye Bayendi, Director in the Office of Strategic Planning and Delivery at the African Union Commission. I've been in Addis Ababa holding this portfolio for slightly 3 years. I'm responsible for the alignment of the Continental Strategy Agenda 2063 with other frameworks, including the SDGs, which is a global strategy that we pursue as Africa. Over the 3 years, my impression of what I've seen in Addis Ababa, everything is changing so fast, and it's not surprising that the predictions of the Ethiopian growth, economic growth, is going to almost double digit. When you pursue transformation, one, it is not easy. There are a lot of pushbacks, and the evidence of transformation speaks for themselves. I believe that the government is doing something very special, something very unique. The rate of maybe infrastructure projects, they are happening at a very fast pace. You see that the commitment of the private sector must be there, because if you sanction a road project, you see people working overnight. And that is a tangible thing, that whatever the leadership is doing is bearing fruits, and the people appreciate, I think. From the Ethiopian experience as part of international personnel that works in Ethiopia, there is evidence of an attempt to combat issues of climate. We are seeing that despite high-rise buildings, there's intentionality to make Ethiopia remain green. We see that even their commitment to plant more trees, we are seeing it. And most of all, it's not about just sustainability from nowhere. Where I sit at the African Union, one of the things that we have observed is that no matter how the pace of development, if you don't prepare to absorb climate shocks, the gains would be reversed in a split of a second. So I believe that the consciousness of balancing industrialization, infrastructure development with climate intentions is what can be celebrated in Addis Ababa. From the African Union Commission through Agenda 2063, one of the things that we had talked about in terms of balancing the accelerators of the agenda and those that can draw us behind, like climate change, is that member states must align to both Agenda 2063 and the SDGs intention across, for the Agenda 2063, across the 7 moonshots. You cannot work on economic development and let go of climate issues and let go of the political stability. There has to be a balance across the 7 moonshots. From the African Union Commission through Agenda 2063, one of the things that we had talked about in terms of balancing the accelerators of the agenda and those that can draw us behind, like climate change, is that member states must align to both Agenda 2063 and the SDGs intention across, for the Agenda 2063, across the 7 moonshots. You cannot work on economic development and let go of climate issues and let go of the political stability. There has to be a balance across the 7 moonshots. And I believe that the same goes to the SDGs, that we need a balance. We cannot no longer be focusing, all of us, on economy. We have to focus on other things, on our culture that drives the inside of a person, that makes somebody make a conscious decision that I'm not going to be corrupt. These are the things, the African values, your Pan-Africanism, your Ubuntu, they have to dictate to you that for us to drive Agenda 2063, the posture of you when you occupy your seat must be a balanced African, because Agenda 2063 has to be driven by the citizens of Africa.